All right, so I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. The whole time, I already got the reading started because I thought the video was recording. And I mean, I'm just in the beginning, but I've already pulled about 5 cards. So I guess I'll give you guys a rundown. If you guys have any questions about personal readings or booking one with me, please let me know either in my DMs, direct messages, or in the email that I'll have down in the description box. So the first card I got was was integration, which is temperance. And the energy that I got with that was a coming together between you and another person. And this looks like a reconciliation that's been long awaited for, because the next card I got was the Three of Wands, and that's a waiting energy. So this is something that you may have been waiting for some time, you know, wondering whether or not it's capable of happening, you know. I had also gotten that, you know, it feels like you guys' inner child, you know, the purest part of you guys who has no shame in expressing one's feelings and has no shame in expressing whether it be love or anger or whatever it is. Like, it's just those uninhibited emotions and feelings. The purest part of you guys, you know, the inner children within the both of you are reaching out to one another, but you know, the your egos are getting in the way. You know, your egos are getting in the way, but the both of you, I see that the both of you desire this. Because the next card I got was the Ten of Pentacles. We are the world. Ten of Pentacles has having to do with relationships. It also has to do with abundance, but in this case, I'm seeing relationships. This could be friendships, families, family members, or family dynamic, or a relationship, you know, someone you feel connected to on a soul level. And then the next card I got was the Two of Cups, which is interpreted as friendliness. Two of Cups is about, like I said, uninhibited expression. That, the pure expression of your emotions, your feelings, and your thoughts, whether it be for one another or just in general. And then at the at the top of the deck was the Ten of Wands, and the bottom of the deck was the Two of Wands, possibilities. So, and the Ten of Wands says suppression. So the both of you are suppressing the desire to explore the possibilities between one another. I want to see what else comes through. So I'm asking Spirit what this division between you two has to do with. And the first card I get is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, I'm making sure it's still recording. The first card I get is the Six of Pentacles. So when I see the Six of Pentacles, I see that there was no balance when it came to the energy that was put into the relationships. Maybe not even just the energy, but just even, it could even include your finances. So, you know, maybe you were giving, and people just, whoever it is, just kept taking without maybe showing much appreciation or giving back, you know. And then I have the Four of Knives, Four of Swords. I don't know if you guys can see that. With the Eight of Swords. So whenever I look at this Four of Swords, it's just, I look like, I just see someone saying like, I'm chilling, you know, like, yes, I really want to see this person, and I really want to reconcile with them, but let me see. Let me get one to go with this Eight of Swords, because Eight of Swords is a feeling of feeling trapped, you know? So what is this Eight of Swords about? Okay, so I got the Temperance card again. Yeah. And then I was asking to be paired and clarified with the Eight of Swords. So Temperance with the Eight of Swords. It's like, let me see. It's kind of like feeling stuck in this limbo. Feeling stuck in this limbo of who's going to talk first, who's going to step up first, you know. The top, and then, you know, like I said, I got this I'm chilling type of energy, like with this Four of Swords, like I'm chilling, I'm good, you know, even though you are hurting, because at the top of the deck I have the Ten of Swords. For others of you, this is betrayal. You know, some of you feel betrayed by this person, but you still desire to have a connection with them, or maybe you're missing them, you know. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Nine of Pentacles, which is you focusing on you. And that's another indication of that, like, I'm chilling type energy, you know, which is good. It's good to be in a place where you're able to focus on yourself, you know. But, you know, if you find yourself, like, if you still hold any resentment towards this person, that's what, like I said, that's what this separation is for. It gives you that time to release and truly forgive this person as many times as you need to, because sometimes you have to forgive someone more than once for one thing, you know. You'll think you have forgiven them already, and you talk about it, you get pissed all over again. It's like, all right, need a little bit more time. And the same thing over and over again until you're able to talk about it. If you talk about it, you're able to think about it if it comes up randomly, or if you're reminded of it somehow, and it doesn't throw you off. It doesn't knock you out of balance. You know, it doesn't piss you off. It doesn't hurt you anymore like it did. You know, it's simply a memory now. And that's what letting go is about. That's what forgiveness is about. It's not about forgetting, because you can't forget. It happened. It's about your freedom, you know, your freedom from feeling stuck in this limbo. Okay. And like I said, for some of you, there is this coming together, there's this union, but I just felt the need to mention, if you guys do find yourself holding any resentment towards this person, then use this time of separation to heal that anger, and truly forgive this person. Let me see what comes through here. Yeah, see, I have waiting. And the waiting came out with that Three of Wands. This is perseverance. I'm going to read the keywords that stand out as far as the situation. But perseverance, taking care of essentials, restraint, right timing. Yeah. So perseverance, take care of essentials, restraint, and right timing. I feel like I should talk about restraint. Restraint doesn't mean, in fact, restraint is never going to be about you pushing down or ignoring your emotions. That's actually a hindrance to you. It's a hindrance to your growth, and it gets you nowhere. That's actually a regressive action rather than progressive. And you always want to be moving forward. So yeah, a lot of you guys are just waiting, but you know, it's okay to hold space for someone. It's okay to hold space for someone. But if you find yourself stopping whatever it is you're doing, stopping your life, and that's why I believe you got the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom. If you find yourself stopping whatever it is you're doing when it comes to you, your passions, your goals, your purpose, you know, don't. You are not meant to stop in your path and wait on this person to return. You know, a friend of mine, actually, her name is Starine. We were talking about expectations, actually, holding expectations, and how holding expectations ends up hurting us unnecessarily, throwing us off balance unnecessarily. You know, when you find yourself waiting on a person to do something that you expect them to do, you know, and this is another, you know, this is an expecting mother, right? So that's another indication of expectation. So if you find yourself holding expectations towards someone and they don't live up to that expectation, or they don't meet that expectation in that moment, it's disappointing to you. And the natural response, or the initial response, I don't even want to say natural, the initial response usually, when we're not truly looking at the situation from a, you know, from a detached point of view, is to blame that person, you know, blame that person for not meeting that expectation, for failing us. You know, this person failed us, it's their fault that I'm hurt, when it's really not. We set an expectation, you know, we set that expectation there without that person even knowing. You know, it's like, okay, I expect them to do this, and if they don't, then, you know, you've already planned what's gonna happen to you if they don't meet that expectation. If they don't meet that expectation, I'm gonna be hurt. If they don't meet that expectation, I'm breaking up with them. If they don't meet that expectation, I'm never gonna speak to them again, you know, and so on and so forth. But when you leave the space open for that person to approach you, you know, when you leave that space open, it allows that person to be their authentic selves, their free selves, and you get what you want, which is honesty from that person, you know, authenticity from that person. You know, you don't get what you think you want, you get what you really need, you know, and it is also what you want, which is the truth, you know, the mask coming off. So the next card I pulled is Increase. Says abundance, flowering, sharing. Yeah, sharing, flowering, and abundance. Those are the key words that stand out as far as increase. So this is a flowering situation. That's what I get with this. This is a flowering situation. Okay, but you need to give it time to bloom. You need to give it time to blossom. You need to give this person time to blossom. You need to give yourself time to blossom. You know, we have moments where we're feeling good. You know, we feel like, oh yeah, I've mastered this. You know, I got this. And it's like, yeah, you might be on your way towards mastering that. But boom, some comes up and you're like, oh God, oh no, what is this? What's happening? And you're spiraling, right? But, you know, like I said, that's what this time of separation is for. So we have discipline, keywords, that's interesting. So the key word that stands out with this one is actually discipline. Yeah. And discipline, kind of like keeping your composure, not stopping your life to wait to see what this person is going to do as far as meeting your expectations, not waiting to see what's going to happen, you know, holding space, you know, and perfecting, like, and mastering your own journey, your own path, mastering, balancing, and keeping yourself in alignment with your purpose. You are your main focus, really, before anything else, unless you have kids, you know. But I mean, even then, really, you have to make sure you're good before you're able to take care of them. If you're not good, they're not good. So take care of yourselves. And we have before completion, and I mentioned completion earlier on in the reading. So like I said, certain cycles need to clear out and finish before this union happens. Certain lessons need to be learned in certain ways. I cannot tell you what those ways are, but you'll know as you are learning them. Things will become clear. So the keywords that stand out with this are uncertainty, doubt and hesitation, loss of faith, and unstable conditions. So even with this, it's like a mini story in a way. It's like the both of you are in this haze of uncertainty, you know, this blizzard of uncertainty. Can't quite see which direction the situation is going. There's doubt, there's hesitation to approach one another, but that doubt and hesitation is what you should consider one of the reasons as to why this is these are unstable conditions, okay, right now. All right. Whether it be you or that person, you will know when is the right time to come together, which is when is the right time to come together. No one will be able to tell you, you know. It'll be either you or that person, or maybe even both of you at the same time that end up deciding that, or being guided towards that. So next card I have is excess. Burdens, the breaking point, worries, obsessiveness, exhaustion, stress. So all of them, pretty much, all of the keywords in this one. And this is like the 10 of Wands that I had pulled earlier. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it was at the top of the bottom, but it was earlier on in the reading. But you see how these rocks are up on his back, right? So stressing about this situation, being exhausted as far as not being able to express express and communicate the way you guys feel towards one another. You know, the way you guys feel about the situation, you know. The both of you may feel like you're at the breaking point, you know. When you're feeling like this, just give yourself time to breathe. I'm gonna pull this last card. I didn't mean to pull this many, but whenever you guys are feeling like this, give yourself time to stop whatever it is you're doing and breathe. Take a step back and breathe, all right? Write in your journals. If you do feel guided to reach out to this person, don't fight that. Okay, that's part of the issue. Do not fight your natural calling. If it is a feeling of obsession, though, if it's a feeling of obsession about the situation, if it's a feeling that's out of balance, that has you out of balance, then do not. I'm going to say that now. Do not reach out. If you're ever in a state of anxiety or, you know, worry, that's probably one of the worst times to do it. You know, if you're angry, things like that, that's one of the worst times to do it. But if it's like a natural calling and you're really kind of neutral about the situation and you have no expectations that you place on this person, then yeah, you know, follow that. Listen to that. It's for a reason. And then the last card we have is the Wanderer. Traveling, adventure, movement, coping with unfamiliarity, and broadening your horizons. So, like the Chariot that I saw in the deck earlier, that's that forward movement. So someone really is wanting to come towards you. Whoever it is that's watching, someone is really wanting to come towards you. You both are really wanting to come towards one another, honestly. I just get the entire reading, I was feeling like it's coming from both ends. So, yeah. Right now, your guidance is really just from your guides are just to like listen to them, listen to your guidance, listen to your intuition, and do not fight it. You know, don't let your ego, don't let stubbornness get in the way. Because everything happens for a reason. Even if you reach out to this person and they don't reply, it's all right. You listened to your guidance, you did your part. You know, no expectations. All right, release expectations. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this reading here. If you guys have any questions about my personal readings, like I said, let me know. And have a beautiful rest of the night. I love you guys. Bye-bye.